What's good, everyone? Accent Ball here, back with another video. And this time this um report is coming out of Florida, and it's just crazy how a lot of grown-ass men are here on this planet attracted to younger kids. And here we have a story where we have this 41-year-old guy out of Florida basically got this 13-year-old girl pregnant. And the way that they found out that this girl was pregnant is because she was complaining of abdominal pain. And when she went to the doctor and they, of course, run the test on her, they found out that she was a couple weeks pregnant. And after that, they decided to call the police. And the police called the so-called dude. They have the young female call this dude. And he told the girl that if they ask who got her pregnant, he basically told her to send a guy named Seaman. And the thing is, he wasn't aware that these cops was listening on this phone call while he was basically talking to this 13-year-old girl. And not only that, this dude have a messed up name. This dude name is Innocent. And for someone who goes by the name of Innocent, should have more sense. But not only that, this been happening over years. And with that, this dude was released on a $28,000 bond. And you have to say to yourself, here's a dude who admit to having sexual relationship with a 13-year-old girl and got her pregnant, and they're giving him bail. And it just goes to show you how effed up the system is when it's come to a lot of situations like this. But again, we know how Florida is, and you can expect nothing better when his story comes out of Florida. And my thing is this: I can never understand why grown men are attractive to younger females. I can never. And this is why I always say to my sisters, man, you have to cover up yourself when you're going outside, because you just never know who is out there plotting on you just by the way you dress or the way you carry yourself. A lot of these grown ass men, once they start seeing some of these younger females growing a little breasts, having a little ass, hips, or even carry themselves a certain type of way, these dudes is like they can't control themselves. And it's sad. You're attracted to a younger female who's a minor. You're a grown ass man, you're 41. You should be looking someone your age or some young girls in their 20s. But no, you're having a sexual relationship with a 13-year-old. What do a 13-year-old girl know about sex? Having a kid. You know what I mean? And yes, I know a lot of these younger kids, they know a lot of when it comes to sex, but in reality, we would have think about them knowing a lot when it comes to sex. And this is why parents, you really have to be in your kids' life and really watch what they're doing, because there's a lot of predators out there watching your kids, especially the females. Not saying it won't happen to little boys too, but little girls, man. And I truly think this guy should be locked up for the rest of his life for having sexual relationship with a 13-year-old female. And I think that this been going on for a long time, because imagine if this girl didn't complain of abdominal pain, nobody would know that this girl was pregnant, and also who was the dad. You know what I mean? So basically, this girl would sit there and lie and say it wasn't that dude, it was someone else who he told her to name Seaman. Like, come on, dude. The family wouldn't know. Basically, they would think it was a younger dude, not knowing it was this old dusty ass perverted raper dude. And the system failed this younger female, man. But who knows? Probably she was under it, onto it, just like him. But you never know. A lot of these older men, they tend to mess with a lot of these kids' head. You know what I mean? A lot of these kids don't have a brain to think for themselves. So of course he probably got into her head, promised her this and that, and she fall victim to it. And it's just sad that a lot of these kids don't have a mind of their own. And I truly believe that this guy should be locked away, as I said, for the rest of his life. And let them deal with him in prison, because you already know you can't be messing around with kids. That's an off limit. And those dudes in prison, they don't like dudes like that who mess around with kids. And it's just crazy, man, how grown ass men can have the heart to have sex with younger kids, man. It's so disgusting. You should be focusing on grown ass women, as I said, man. And this poor young girl, man, don't even know right from wrong. Fall victim to the trap of this another so-called predator. Like, parents, you have to be more strict on your kids, man. You have to be up in their life, man. Be up in their phone. I understand you don't want to go through that and you trust your kids, but you just never know, man. You just never know. And it's just sad. So people, just let me know what you think. Like, comment, and subscribe.